Good morning, Ramsey families. Happy Friday. It's Ms. Gill with the morning announcements. First, I need to deeply apologize for not having the morning announcements yesterday. I got into the office. I got completely sidetracked with other things, and the whole morning got away from me. No excuse. So I am sorry if any of you were disappointed in not having the morning announcements yesterday. My apologies. But let's go ahead and get started today. And I'm going to set up my screen. You go ahead and get ready for the Pledge of Allegiance. Here we go. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next up, we have the RAM Pledge. Today is a new day. I pledge to show in every way respect, appropriateness, maturity, to all my Ramsey family. Ram fam. Okay, boys and girls, it is Friday, May 29th, 2020. When we come back on Monday, it will be a new month. It will be June 1st, your last day of school. So it's our last weekend before summer break. We've got some birthdays today. James in kindergarten and Nakai in 3rd grade. I hope you both have a wonderful birthday. Birthdays that fall on a Friday mean you get to celebrate all weekend. So there you go. Have a great weekend, boys. Let's take a look at our weather. It is 70 degrees currently. There are some clouds in the sky, but I did get a lot of sunshine on my way into work today. So get outside and enjoy the weather before the rain and the thunderstorms come in this evening. I last checked when I was watching the news this morning, and it looks like from about 4 o'clock until 8 o'clock tonight, there's going to be some potential for thunderstorms. So get out and enjoy the day while you can, and then shelter in the evening and watch a good movie. Have a nice dinner with your family. Okay? It'll be up to 79, almost 80 degrees today. Here's our national calendar day for the day. It's National Paperclip Day. And it's just a day to celebrate a tiny yet very useful invention to stay organized. So today is National Paperclip Day. I can tell you what, after just a few more days, teachers are going to be throwing those paper clips across the room, enjoying their summer too. So paper clips are only going to be useful for a few more days. All right, here is your writing prompt for the day. I thought this was curious because there's a lot of conversation and chatter about what school might look like in the fall, but there's still so many unknowns. There's the health department in the state who has a lot of control over that, and then the Department of Education, and then of course just districts and what they choose to do for their own communities. So there's a lot of unknowns, but you're all part of our community. What do you want school to look like in the fall? Do you want to come back to the building? Do you like being at home? Do you want to have a mix of both? What do you want? Just explain. Go into it maybe in a paragraph or a few paragraphs to explain, what your preference would be and why. Okay, boys and girls, let's go on to the self-care tip and the education tip of the day. The education tip is to watch a sunrise or a sunset. If you're not a morning person, you got to get pretty early to watch a sunrise. And a sunset these days might be past your bedtime, but the reason it's a nice little educational activity is because if you watch a sunrise or a sunset multiple days in a row, you can collect data on the time of day that sun kind of crested over the horizon, because it does change slightly from day to day. Remember, our Earth is always moving in that solar system, and as the summer progresses, your days will eventually start, the days are getting longer until about mid-June, and then they'll start to get shorter again. So you can certainly track the data by watching a beautiful sunrise or sunset. And your self-care tip of the day is just have some fun. Make a blanket fort in your home, but make sure you clean up after yourself. Mom and Dad shouldn't have to clean up after your blanket fort. So enjoy yourself, but make sure you clean up after yourself as well. All right, boys and girls, and moms and dads out there, some Ramsey news. As you know, I have officially taken that step to finalize the materials distribution after getting permission from our superintendent, and that communication went out yesterday. So take a look at the schedule. There's 2 days that we're operating the student materials, the distribution of student belongings and materials, on June 4th and June 5th. Now, the hour-by-hour schedule is a guide. I'm not going to refuse anyone at a certain time just because they aren't in that grade level. But what it will do, if we try to follow that schedule as best as possible, it will hopefully disperse the amount of traffic over the course of the day. We have a really complicated parking lot. You know that if you've ever dropped your children off in the morning. And with food service happening from 11 to 1, it just needs to be a well-oiled machine. We have to try our best to be efficient. So try to adhere to that schedule. Come ready to receive your materials. If you have any Ramsey belongings like instruments, if you're moving out of the district and you need to bring your hardware back, then please do that. And if you have library books, we'll be collecting those. So anything that's Ramsey property, you can bring with you and we will collect that from you. Students who are returning in the fall do not need to return their hardware right now, just if you're moving out of the district. So you'll pull into Ramsey's parking lot. You know it's down at Ramsey Road and it's a long entrance. You'll be greeted by someone who has a radio and is able to call back to who is entering the parking lot so that the teachers in the building can start to collect those materials. Okay. I can't think of anything else other than, if you have kids in multiple grade levels, just pick one time and come. And if you do collect food each day, just come during food service and we'll knock it all out at the same time. Okay? If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me or call me. All right. Well, we'll end with the joke of the day. I hope everybody has a great weekend. And here's your laugh to kick off your Friday. A pie in Aruba costs $2.35. A pie in Cuba costs $2. A pie in the Bahamas costs $2.75. And that, my friends, are the pie rates of the Caribbean. So there you go. I hope you get it. Have a wonderful Friday. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you back on Monday for your last day of school. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone.